Oh, I guess it didn't go. Hold on. Yo, it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for another episode of Marcus in the Man Cave with your boy Marcus and my beautiful, amazing co-host, Mr. Nell Mayfield. How you doing?
I'm running full. I'm sorry, y'all. I ate a piece of candy because I thought I could eat it before the countdown was over.
You sound like 818 over there. Y'all know the dude that be talking about consequences and shit with his kid. You sound like
hi everybody.
And back for a second week in a row, we got Anthony, man. Like it's gonna snow.
Hey man, you know, doing my best.
Giving us skin.
You're giving us some chesticles over there. I see. Appreciate that.
Come on, bro. I had to do this because black folk, especially the black folk from the DMV, gonna talk about you no matter what you do. So I had to choose the fit I would get roasted in the least. You know. Anyway,
that's great. How's Kobe, man? What's up with Kobe? We don't see no Kobe appearances ever.
Kobe is doing okay. He just had his 11th birthday. So
11th birthday.
That boy, yeah, man. I know. When y'all met Kobe, he could fit in your hands.
I literally remember the day you got him.
I know. I feel like, you know, everybody in Showtime in our era just raised Kobe together, but he's doing all right though. You know, he's getting up there in age, so he got his little old man issues, but he's good.
Yeah. He's still rocking though. Two light-skinned brothers together. I love it. I love to see it.
Hey,
Janelle.
You like we the same complexion, bro.
Anthony,
we're not the same. Look, all right.
All the same.
Tell this man that we're
Anthony,
not the same
I really
complexion.
want to agree with you on majority of things, but no.
It's like a half a shade of a difference. It's not a real.
Absolutely not.
You know when I stopped doing that, y'all. Let me just tell this story. It's gonna be 30 seconds long. I was a camp counselor at the International Music Camp in North Dakota. It was on the border of North Dakota and Manitoba. I went up there. I was
right. I was like, "What is I thought you knew.
Manitoba is a Canadian province.
Okay, say that next time. Okay.
My bad. My bad.
Like we just be going to Manitoba for the club on the weekend.
No, sir. You've been everywhere.
All right.
Not Manitoba. I never heard of that.
All right. Anyway, my bad. So anyway, I was up there. You know, it's the sun. It's a lot of sun in North Dakota. It's like their whole advertisement is like big skies. So I was getting tan. Like I was like browning up. This dude from Norfolk, like a real light-skinned dude, came up there. He was like Chris Brown complexion. His name was Chris. Y'all know my name. Soon as he came up there, hey Chris, I'm so sorry, Anthony. I'm so sorry. Like, immediately.
Racist.
I say all that to say. They cannot tell, bro. They can't tell. So it's not like our shade is depending on if they can tell or not, but it's like since they invented racism, I think, you know, I just feel like it's like it doesn't really matter.
You gotta tell that to let me stop.
What? You already started it now.
You already started. Go ahead, finish it, because I think I know what you're about to say.
The Dominicans, because they don't want to claim us at all.
Oh, the anti-blackness in the Latino world is crazy.
It's crazy.
One thing I will say is like, I just want to see people who, if you're any level of like African ancestry, if you're going to claim it, just claim it all the time. Don't claim it when you want to say the word. Claim it all the time, or don't claim it.
Don't claim it during the Olympics.
They claim it depending on the social setting. Like the only thing that separates me and you is where the boat dropped you off.
Exactly. That's it.
It's where you happen to get dropped off.
Where the boat dropped you off, the European country that your family mixed with, and the percentage of Native American that you might have. That's really it. It's but you're still black though.
I went to Dominican Republic and I was like, y'all are my cousins.
I used,
And y'all
I used to fuck with people and tell them that my grandma was Dominican and see if they believe. Be like, yeah, my grandma has she don't even speak English, man. You know what I'm saying? They believe it every time. That just shows you like we are the same, man.
Yeah, I've never gotten that whole thing. Like you sitting here telling me I'm not black and you darker than me. Like stop. Stop. We are. But yeah, Janelle, let's talk about these nails. Come on, put them on the screen so we can see them.
Wait,
there they are.
But
Your nails, yeah.
Yeah. They're always on point.
They do be giving as the
even though you never go for the one I vote for. So I kind of, you know.
Well, do you use like all white French tips though, or something like that? I feel like
these are my nails.
No, I'm talking about Marcus. What does Marcus vote for?
No, she doesn't even give us that option. I just lose every time I vote, and I'm not voting no more. Like I'm just not. Because I know she's doing it on purpose. She's like,
I go for the ones that have the most votes.
No, you don't.
Those are your nails. Those are strong nails.
She already knows what she's gonna go for, and then she just wants to bait me into voting for it so she can pick the opposite one. I'm convinced that's what's happening.
That's not true, man. That's not.
I also talked to Trevor about it. We have a whole conversation.
So then why ask us? Why are you asking us?
Because I'm a very indecisive person, so I need a lot of. It's just how my brain works.
I do the same thing, and then people get mad when I choose something that they didn't say. But it's like,
right. It also depends on my nail tag.
I'm asking you for a weigh-in. I'm not asking you to tell me what to do, and then I just follow.
Right. That. It also depends on my nail tag. If she's like, I don't think we should do that, then I'm like, okay.
But that's like when people come and ask you for advice, and then they do something different, and we be like, "Well, don't ask me if you already got your mind made up." I am okay. you just figured it out. You just figured it out. I am.
You said what? You said what?
I'm a little upset, but I like them. They came out good.
They came out great, right?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
they look good. Are when you get nails done like that, is it expensive?
It is.
Okay.
But I chose.
That's why Trev going to the store in the tank top. That's why Trev going to the store like that. He had to give the shirt off his back to get them nails done.
That remind me of that Tubi movie where it was like, I don't know if y'all ever seen it.
I love Tubi.
Dude was like, you think I've been going to work every day?
Oh yeah,
I've been selling dick. I was like, oh God, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What movie are you talking about?
I don't even. Brent be having
reverse psychology.
Oh my God.
Me and Brent were roommates. We would just have movies on in the background. I walk downstairs. He just have some shit on while he doing work.
But my whole process was, I told Trevor there are two things that I really want to take care of. That's my nails and my skin. I said I can take care of my own hair. I do not pay to get my hair done. So that's what we pay for, my nails and my skin.
And now he's walking down 95 to the store right now. That's a damn shame.
Walking down to the
I mean, they could afford it. Listen, we are blessed and fortunate to afford it. I'm very thankful and grateful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool t-shirt. You like movies?
You like the movie?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, nice. It's long.
Anything with the Italians, okay?
Any Italian movie long. You know you about to be in there for 3 hours.
And I'm
the only thing is like them motherfuckers racist, man.
They are very, but y'all, sometimes racism is funny. Okay, there are times where I sit and I'm just like, okay, I'm getting away from reality and I'll laugh, but in real life, I'll slice everybody up.
No, Italian. Y'all go ahead, go to Italy. I want to see some racist stuff, man.
I don't.
I tried to get some gelato, man. I tried to get some gelato, and I asked to have a sample. That's all I asked, because there'd be some weird flavors overseas. So I just wanted to taste it to make sure it was. And she said, "Just always like you brown people to always want something for free." I said, all right. So I just went to the gelato place right next to it. The gelato's on every corner in Italy. I got that gelato, then I walked right past the store. I was like, I ain't buying it. Yeah, I got on the little hop on, hop off bus. People didn't want to sit near me. They were crowding up in the little 3-seat.
Probably because you smelled so fresh and clean, they didn't know what to do.
Thank you. Speaking of smelling,
That's why you
That's-
smelled nice. They were like, "What is this scent?"
is that a segue, Anthony? Is that a
I actually
segue?
enjoy it when people do that because they do that a lot down here.
Is that a
Oh,
segue into?
No, we can't do that.
Segue into
Okay.
what? Yes.
Okay. No. But anyway, we usually talk about what we did over the weekend. So let me tell y'all this. I'm in Vienna right now. So Vienna, Austria. Taylor Swift was supposed to do a concert here on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. It sounds like I'm in New York. There's nothing but American speakers over here because it was cheaper for people to fly all the way here to come to this concert.
My boss was there.
Than get tickets in the States.
Hold on.
Well, they had to cancel the concerts because of a terrorist threat.
Taylor Swift.
Who is what?
Someone with good taste. I don't know.
I'm hanging up. Good night.
but he threatened
Marcus.
They threatened
really
the concert.
know how to act.
They threatened sleep deprivation. They had to cancel the concert. Paramore was opening for her, so
Can we talk about that really quickly? Because Taylor Swift is really confident to have Hayley Williams.
Because Hayley can sing.
Let me tell y'all something right now. Okay, because Bishop Williams will take us to the throne.
I was debating going just to see them and just to get a shirt or something. Just say I went to the, and I was like, maybe I should go to the Taylor Swift concert because she is the biggest thing in the generation. So I can at least say that I went or something like that. But I was like, there's no single song that I can sit through of hers. So I can't sit through 2 hours of it. I know that for a fact. But when I tell you, I got here on the 8th, and I didn't know that the concert had been canceled yet. I didn't have that information. I get in the hotel, and when I tell you people were on their knees, like tears running down their faces, like people sitting on the little benches in the lobby, like just rocking back and forth, kids screaming. I'm like, what? I'm trying to check into the hotel.
Screaming?
Like just, oh my God. Like, and I'm just like, I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to check into my room. And I had this African lady who was checking me in. And I said, what's going on? Did someone like get hurt or something? She was like, no, just their feelings. I was like, what? I was like, what happened? I was like, what? She was like, Taylor Swift had to cancel her concert. So now we have to deal with this all night. And like people were standing outside the hotel singing Taylor Swift songs because they couldn't get the concert.
Y'all, the cheapest ticket was $2,000.
I paid $300 to see Beyonce, and I had phenomenal seats.
They had,
that was a lot of money.
They had seats here for like $175.
So like people Taylor Swift ticket, the cheapest Taylor Swift ticket, $2,000
to see Taylor's. But what are you paying for? To see Taylor Swift? I'm paying to see Paramore. I'm paying to see.
I'm leaving after Paramore. I would leave after Paramore.
$2,000. I wouldn't pay
for the cheapest. For that, like there was a ticket. There was some floor seats for $16,000.
Oh, let me listen. I've been to many a concert, and I've spent pretty pennies on concerts. But I would.
But when I tell you,
I ain't spending
these.
I'm not even spending $1,000.
When I tell you the way they were crying in this lobby,
yeah,
like the hotel was giving out like free champagne to just try to make people happy when it had nothing to do with the service they were giving, but just because they needed to calm it down. Like they were just giving out free drinks, whatever they could do to calm the situation down. And I was just like, I'm going to bed. Like y'all are absolutely ridiculous, and she's not even that good. But other than that, let's get to a topic talking about singers anyway. There was a question asked by our friend Brandon Winfrey, who's been on the show a few times. He asked to name some musical artists that we know have been super successful but cannot sing. And so the first artist that came to my mind was Kim. That man, no, he cannot.
He can sing. You just don't like his voice.
No, he can't. Baby, I'm
a dream, man. But his voice like, isn't acquired.
He's
sharing.
Don't do that.
No, he cannot. He cannot sing.
Don't do that.
He cannot sing. He
Who
cannot sing.
who is someone that we universally agree cannot sing? Can we establish the floor real quick?
You gonna
Rihanna.
say Michael Jackson?
Y'all said too. Y'all said too. Everything. Y'all said too many things, dog. What you? All right.
I thought Rihanna was like a universe.
I agree with Rihanna. No, I didn't. I just didn't know that one was
I thought
coming.
we all assumed like Rihanna can't sing, but she does what she does very well. Like I'm not calling Rihanna to sing no Stars.
I mean, I don't think Rihanna is like, when I think about like someone who's like, I do not want to hear this. Rihanna doesn't come to mind. I just don't think of her as a good singer.
But he says someone who's famous, but we don't think can sing, and I think that.
Okay. Yeah,
I feel like,
but I understand what you're saying as well.
She's not a great singer though. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got a couple of very unpopular opinions on this.
I have a long list as well.
Number one, I'm gonna say Sade. I will say Sade.
Delete. Turn him off. Turn him off. Turn him off. Turn off his camera. Turn off his camera.
Let me finish. I will. Yeah, T-Boz definitely can't sing.
T-Boz isn't a singer. I agree with that.
Comments. Anyway, no, look, Sade is like, I would say the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate her voice. But like on a scale of Ice JJ Fish to Whitney Houston, like she's not, you know what I'm saying? She's kind of on towards.
You're going too far. I understand what you're saying. Just leave it.
I'm just saying, like, she could hold a note, but she's not like, I think people like her more for her like lyrics and the vibe that she creates more than her voice. The next person I will say is, well, let me say Sade and all her kids. So like all her kids means your light-skinned, attractive female artist here who is like basically like they're not really a great singer. They just like Snow Allegra or like
whisper singers. Like yes, I call them whisper. I call them whisper singers.
Yeah. They you think Cleo Sol is a good singer?
Cleo Sol 100% is in that.
Yeah. I was gonna say she has a beautiful voice. Okay.
No.
You don't think she has a nice voice?
She's cool. Cleo Sol. If Cleo Sol looked like me, would she have the career that she has? No.
Fair.
It's because she's fine. Okay.
Anyway. I've seen her sing without.
Hold on. Real quick. Let me get through. The next person I will say is The Weeknd. Cannot stand his voice. He has exceptional success, and bro, his voice.
So confused.
His music is not good.
No, I mean, who in the comments? Which one of y'all is listening to his music? Who? I want to know if anybody.
The whole world is listening to this man's music.
Who? I don't know anybody who says
he's a global superstar.
I know, and it's just crazy to me because I'm literally like, have you ever been like play The Weeknd?
No.
People like. I will say like when I was in Hawaii with the Army, it's a lot of people who don't necessarily know, who don't get into R&B like that. They like that. They like it.
Why you sound like
somebody in the comments just said he's good. It's like, to me, I'm in what world?
Who said that?
Anyway,
they are handing listen, and I mean this with all due respect. Delusion is being handed out on napkins.
I think to me, people don't understand the difference between singer and artist sometimes.
Thank you. I literally have had this conversation like 5 times this week, and it's been great. I wholeheartedly agree.
So that brings me to my last one. One of the greatest artists of all time.
Here it is.
But like a bottom tier singer, adult. Michael
Here
Jackson.
It is. I knew it was coming.
I agree.
Adult
I really wonder what happened because the transition from
nose jobs.
You really think
the
it was
nose
nose
jobs?
Got the nose jobs to sing better though, I thought.
Because when
he got him, he needed reconstructive
his voice
surgery.
was like phenomenal.
As a child, yeah.
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 You square that nose up, that changes everything.
I tried to tell my mother this.
Is that an unpopular opinion? I think a lot of people feel.
No. I tried to tell my mother this. Like we were listening to Butterflies, but we were listening to the Marsha Ambrosius version, and they were killing it. And then my mom was like, "Can we like? I like the Michael Jackson version better." I'm like, "No, you don't." No,
I feel like there's also an allegiance that our parents have to him. So there's like this bias.
Our parents believe Michael Jackson is a good singer. They believe O.J. Simpson is innocent. They believe.
Oh, my parents don't believe that.
They believe that Luther Vandross is
never believed that.
They think Luther Vandross likes women.
Oh, my mother
Now,
was the
my
one
mom
to
is-
break it to me that he didn't
My
like women.
mom kicked me out the house for saying that.
And then it made
My
sense.
mom kicked me out the house for saying it.
Yeah,
She would
but
not
it's like
believe
I
it.
remember you told me about that. But my
Yeah,
mom
she kicked me out the house because I said Luther. I said Luther never in any of his songs did he specify that it was a woman ever.
But that makes
This is
sense.
Luther
It
lyrics.
was fine.
and I love Luther. Luther is my GOAT male vocalist.
But Luther was also a diva too. He was terrible to the people he was on the road
Yeah,
with.
people
That
say
ain't
he
got
was
nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
He was
Period.
not a very. I want to put Leela James on that list. I can't stand her raspy ass voice. That it's like I like people with a little rasp on it, but she sounds like she needs to drink water.
Who?
Because it just Leela James. Her
Oh,
voice
I
is
don't actually think
annoying
I've
to
ever
me.
listened to her music. So I'll take your word for it.
Don't go listen to that. Like I said, Mary J. Blige is on my list of people who cannot sing but are very successful. Mary J. Blige
But
can't
she-
sing, and Shaka
I
Khan
feel
read
like
her
she's
down.
always stayed, for the most part, she stays in her lane well.
She can
There are
sing in
some
tune.
songs where I'm like, girl, but there are some songs I really enjoy.
Mary had one of the best albums of 1994, bro.
And that's not saying I don't say her music.
You are.
I think we got to separate that.
Correct.
I'm not saying her music is bad.
Yeah,
She
you're just
makes
saying
good music.
I feel like her voice is.
I like her
Not
voice.
that
I
great.
like
I'll
Mary.
listen to it. I'll listen to it.
I like Mary.
Yeah, I'm not saying we wouldn't listen to it. I love her music. Her as a singer, not very good. Who else? I was about to say somebody. Damn, it was somebody else.
I have a long list.
All the whisper singers, I'm not a fan of. Like Kalani and all that. I'm really not big
Oh,
fan
I
of.
thought you meant the Whispers, like the group. And I was going to say,
No, the Whispers, boy.
I was going to say, now you know.
No.
Okay, but yeah.
But I don't like any of that group. The Janae Aiko or whatever. I don't really like that.
Oh, yeah,
that's not
Honestly, Janae has a good voice, bro. Janae
good voice,
has
but okay, I don't think her music uses it well.
I have
I don't
to
think her
praise
music
Janae Aiko because the only times Zaire would take a nap is if I played Chilombo. Literally, he would not take a nap unless I played that album. So I praise her for that.
Who else we got? We got any more artists we want to go to before we get?
I didn't even go to my list.
Oh,
Yes.
go with your list.
Go ahead, Janae. Let me hear you.
Rihanna, who we already said.
Of course.
Aaliyah. I'm trying to see if y'all had any disagreements.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Aaliyah can't sing. I don't think she was.
I'm not saying she can't sing, but I don't think she's a singer.
Okay. I think Aaliyah is Scissor's mother. If that
Well,
makes sense.
Scissor's on my list.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Of course.
Jennifer Lopez.
Of course. Absolutely.
Bryson.
I see her more as an actress now anyway.
Say this,
Many
say
forms.
this,
She's
say
a
this,
joke.
please, because he need to hear it too.
Bryson Tiller
Come on, man.
cannot sing.
Come on.
Jeremiah. Pharrell.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Pharrell need to stop.
Jeremiah, however you say his name.
Pharrell need to stop. Yeah. Thank you for saying that.
Pharrell, Kalani, SZA, The Dream.
Kalani, I like her voice.
Did you see her tiny desk?
It was not good.
So bad.
I turned that joint off.
And you know what? Her new songs I love, but I was
She
excited.
said she could sing, but I turned it off.
Wait,
I mean, it wasn't because of her
art
voice.
behind you, Marcus. Is that a
Huh?
pig? Is that a hair pig behind you?
I've never noticed that.
Can you steal that and bring that to me? Is that fine?
I don't need those charges. Don't need those charges.
You're right.
But,
You're right. You in a foreign place. I don't want that for you.
Kalani has a very unique voice. I like her voice.
Unique don't mean good.
I think.
So here's
I
the
will
issue.
disagree
Okay,
with
so
that.
here's my. Can I say my issue with it?
Mhm.
I think she has potential to have a good voice, but she does not have control over when it goes flat or sharp, and that when she's singing in real time, and that bothers me. Like that really, y'all know, for us, like it makes my ears hurt. I'd be like, girl, stop.
I'm gonna go back and listen to Tiny Desk now.
I got one, a classic one that might upset
Ashanti?
some people.
Oh,
Ashanti can sing.
No, she could not.
no shit. Did you hear her?
No.
No, Google Ashanti singing Whitney Houston. I will.
Nobody can sing Whitney Houston.
No. I want you to Google it and then come back and tell me how you feel. Because of course nobody can sing it, but the way that she ruined it should have been a crime.
Ruined.
I'm gonna say, and it kind of made me upset that this person became a judge for
I know
stuff.
what you're gonna say.
I'm not gonna say John Legend.
I know that.
Lionel Richie. He's not that good of a singer.
This is
Great
why I say
beats. Great
this is
beats.
why I say
Commodore's
this-
music,
So
great.
and so much to his face. My gosh.
I'll say this. When it comes to the male vocalists
Jill
from the
don't know what she
from the-
is. Sorry.
Who?
when it comes to male vocalists from the 60s and 70s, none of them were like that good.
Hold
They
on.
could
Hold
they
on.
could just hold a note.
Because Phil
Collins.
Phil Collins can sing. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Phil
yeah.
Collins.
He-
He's
I mean,
from the 60s and 70s.
No, there was a lot of people in the 80s that could sing.
Well,
Like,
no,
I thought he was like 80s. I thought he was like 80s.
Yeah, you're right. I said never mind. You're right.
what's his name? There was a lot of people in that era. Like Peebo, what's his name?
Peebo Bryson could sing his
Yeah.
ass off. But I said 60s and
A lot of-
70s.
Oh,
Donna Summer.
there was a lot of people in the 70s and 60s.
Donna
You
Summer.
had-
Have either of y'all watched Donna Summer's documentary?
Y'all know I don't like to watch sad stuff.
It's not
Yeah.
sad. It's actually really
It's gonna-
good.
gonna be
I
something
feel like
sad
her
next
music
week.
didn't do her justice. No, it was really just showing how like she was really shy, but when she came onto the stage, like she came alive, and it kind of showed a little bit about her kids. There's nothing sad about it. It was really good.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway,
But I was just
we got
saying,
any
like, she
last?
was.
We got any last shots?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We've been on this for we undisputing this jump. We've been on this jump for 20 minutes. They used to argue about the same shit for like a half an hour, man.
Well, show you know I'm gonna come at you. But all right. So the Olympics just wrapped up. Everybody, they just wrapped up. Actually, they didn't.
Oh,
Let me
black
preface this.
people.
No, let me preface this because I feel like it needs to be said. The Paralympics are starting, and they deserve the same amount of report. I don't know why we have a closing ceremony, knowing that the Paralympics had to go do the whole thing over again.
But they're not
It should just be.
connected.
They are connected. They use all the same facilities. They do all the same
Oh,
stuff. They just do it like it's kind of low key disrespectful that they get all this shine and stuff for the able-bodied people. And I get that the revenue is not the same because people
I
are not
say
going to
this?
watch, but they don't even give us the potential to watch.
Can I
Like
say this,
anything.
though?
Go ahead.
The Olympics ended for me when Steph hit that fourth three. The Olympics.
I was
ended
getting
for-
to that. I was getting to that. So we saw some magical things happen during this Olympics. We saw Simone Biles do what Simone Biles does. We got to see a beautiful girl from Brazil step up and actually challenge her for a little bit. I was getting a little worried. I was like, this girl might come. Then we had some heartbreaking moments like Jordan Childs being stripped of her medal this week over some BS, even though we proved that we did what we were supposed to do. And now they're saying that we're not going to give her a medal back, even though she just make 2 bronze and let them share it. Like that. I mean, that just seems like the logical answer. But we got to talk about Steph Curry real quick. Now, I understand why LeBron got the MVP because statistically throughout all the games, he had the most points and he did the body of the work. But when it came time to get rid, first of all, if anybody's upset about Nikola Jokic getting the MVPs he gets, seeing how he plays on the Serbian team shows you why he's the MVP. That team got a few shooters on it, but it ain't no all-star cast. And that man had them challenging us. We was about to lose that game.
Nah,
Heck,
they
God,
got
in that sense.
They got some hoopers on that team. Every time I was watching that game, all I heard was Vitch.
Mhm. Everybody's bitch.
Everybody and draining them Jones too. Like if your last name ends with Vitch, chances are
Mhm.
probably
You're a shooter.
I'm not
You're
the
a
only one who thinks that. Shaq also thinks that. He says it all the time.
I think that too. So anyway, he saves us in that game. And then on 8-10-24, Kobe Day times 3. Steph Curry
Y'all
hit
just be coming up with these numbers somehow to match Kobe all the time. And I
Kobe was
Honestly,
number
sometimes I do wish people would let Kobe rest, man. Just
He can't rest.
like
He
eight
needed so
in
much
this,
more.
I be like, how do y'all come up with this?
because people did not give Kobe. By the time Kobe was 40 years old, he had become underrated. Like niggas they were like, he's not even top 10. He's like, he wasn't in. He wasn't
injuries,
in Paul
man.
Pierce's top 10. And now all of a sudden it's all about
Paul Pierce has no credit. Paul Pierce has no credibility when it comes to that kind of stuff. He left LeBron James out, so he has no credibility. We don't talk to Paul Pierce about that kind of stuff.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce is really embarrassing.
He's a damn fool for sure. He could hoop
though.
But he's a fucking fool.
Steph Curry hit the most ridiculous 4 threes in a row I've ever seen in my life.
That shit had me hype as hell. I was still in my Army uniform, hype as shit. I was
the first shot, I was like, that's Steph Curry. The second shot, that's Steph too. The third shot, I was like, oh, he's trying to put this to bed. Like he wants this one medal and he want to go see. The fourth shot, he shot over Wemby and Rudy Gobert charging at him. Turned his back on the landing and hits the shot. And there's a picture of him shooting over Wemby. And if you look in the background, you see a black cameraman with his hand on his hip, just like.
You also see Draymond from the audience.
Yeah, yeah. And I've never seen something like that before. And FIBA basketball is starting to seem to me to be even better watching than NBA basketball.
Because it's harder to score. It's way
harder to score. And you got Rudy Gobert trying to go between people's legs. I don't know what Rudy was doing. I don't know.
What is wrong with him?
He held that man's legs.
What is wrong with him? He makes me so sick.
But I'm gonna pass it to Anthony next. But one thing I do want to say is, like, I hope people appreciated this because I was a little upset because the team was a little bit old to me. And my thing is, this would have been a good to me to get some younger players like Tyrese Halliburton. I wish he would have got a little bit more chance to play because 2028, none of those guys are going to be on the team. Like, and I would have wanted some exposure for those guys, but we will never see this level of basketball IQ
that was special
ever again. To watch LeBron James drive, kick it to Durant, and Durant kicks it right back out, knowing that Steph was coming up to his spot, his favorite spot. Like, that is unselfish. He's already leading, Kevin Durant, leading scorer, got the most medals in basketball of any athlete. Like, just the way they melded together, and they only had 2 weeks together, was something that we won't see again. So I hope everybody appreciate that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that shit was special. It's like seeing Bron, Steph, and KD. It's like your childhood, your teen years, and your early 20s like crystallized into like one tournament. That's why I was just like, you know. But I will say, I think it was like a little bit interesting that like, because a lot of people were saying like, I wish, and I do wish that like Steph, KD, and Bron could be on the same team. I don't think KD really likes the way that LeBron plays. Mm-hmm. Like if you like when it was getting tight down the stretch and like the French were like closing the gap, I think especially that time that Drew came down with the ball, KD wanted the ISO and Drew just like acted like he didn't see him. That shit pissed him off really bad. And then like KD likes when the ball moves or is like, just give me the ball because he believes he's the best scorer on the floor. And it's like most of the time he is. So it's like, and he's the most efficient. He doesn't like the way LeBron stops the ball. He don't like having to sit in the corner and wait for LeBron to make a choice. You could like see in his body language that shit was pissing him off a little bit. But I'm glad that but like, I mean, he held it together to win, but you could see he's like, man, this nigga LeBron, if we lose this shit, I'm gonna beat his ass. Like, I feel like that was
he's a mid-range monster. Some of them shots he was hitting, I was just like, nobody has done it. And watching Carmelo be as happy as he was made me feel good too. I was happy to see him over there, like enjoying himself.
Do y'all watch 7 p.m. in Brooklyn? Did y'all hear me? It's his podcast. It's his podcast that he has.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Damn, y'all were like,
I was like, huh?
But no, his podcast is really cool. Like, I really fuck with Carmelo because like as much of a Kobe fan, y'all know I am. It's like everyone thinks that every successful NBA player has to be like this psychotic, obsessive, like, you know, person. But it's like Melo, you could tell Melo was like a regular dude. He's like, I wasn't doing that shit. It was too damn early. Like, and he just comes across.
No, I respect that about him too because I'm not.
But that's also why he don't have a ring on his finger, probably.
No, not all the way. Not all the way.
It could be one of the reasons. I said it could be also one of the reasons he doesn't have a ring.
Melo is
he wanted to winner of what? Of what?
Of playoff games. Winner of
what the fuck does that say? What does that mean? So when you in your career, you want to say, I won some playoff game.
He's a gold medal winner. He's a second leading scorer in the men's.
Yeah, because the NBA the USA basketball team is a super team every year.
You can't.
That does not mean nothing to me.
You're not about to shit on Melo like that, bro. Come on now.
I love Melo.
Average 24 points for a career. That's
his work ethic probably cost him winning championships.
No, man. No.
Yes.
I have to push back on that because it's like the thing I appreciate about NBA podcasts is like you think you have that point of view because like you're looking from the outside looking in, and whether we want to admit it or not, like our perspectives have been like influenced by like media takes, but it's like situations play a huge role, a much larger role in like players' ability to win than you would really think, man.
Oh, I know it does, but he still. Oh, I'm not going to do that. That separates people who want it from people who don't. Like you getting paid. If you paying me millions to play a game, I can get up that early.
But okay. There's a big spectrum between Kobe Bryant and Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Melo wasn't doing shit.
I'm not saying, but that's terrible. Kwame, anyway, he was put in the bad situation too. But that's something that people don't want to like to talk about either. But
Melo is too.
All I'm going to say is between Melo, take Melo, and take Paul George at the end of Paul George's career. I'm not saying Melo is better than Paul George. I'm not saying that the same. But when you leave the league and y'all have the same accolades, to me,
I think Melo is a very capable player too, Paul George. I do agree with that.
I think they're gonna, but it's like you got all this, you can do all this, but no. What do you have to show for it? I want some playoff games, playoff P. Like, so to call him a winner,
is it not dope?
I think he's a scorer. He's He's one of the best scorers, one of the best mid-range shooters we ever seen. But I'm not gonna call the man a winner because you didn't win anything.
Melo, to me, Melo is a winner, man. Like it's like we underestimate how difficult it is to win a playoff game, let alone a playoff series. Like it's like
Trev said I agree. I don't know what he was saying. He agreed too, though. I don't know what he was saying. He said I think Melo has Melo in mind.
Because he said, yeah, based on his last comment, I think he agreed with you. But I mean, I will say, bringing it back to the Olympics, though, I think one of the reasons why, oddly enough, like why basketball was so hyped this year was because Noah Lyles can't shut the fuck up. So like he had us watching this shit like, yes, please prove this nigga wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
what you talking about?
He has COVID.
It's not nice to. But he did a whole jig and a dance before he got in the blocks.
I don't care about him.
I feel like he's so irresponsible.
I feel like he's smart. He's smart.
Is he?
He got some of the greatest athletes on earth talking about him. Tyreek Hill just did an interview today. Tyreek Hill just did an interview a few hours ago talking about him.
He said he'll
I was just thinking, like, outside of that, Anthony Edwards never responded. I don't know why he brought Anthony Edwards into it, like, out of nowhere. I really hate when people do that.
Because he knows reporters are going to ask him.
Kanye West type rants. Like, it is random. But I agree with you, Marcus. Like, it is smart. We talking about him. But I do think there is a point where you get negative gains from infamy where, like, people legit do not fuck with you. They don't even know you, and they just think you an asshole.
That could be true, but also track and field is not as popular of a sport. So to get endorsements and deals like that, you got to be visible. And we don't really look at track and field, but every 4 years.
I don't know if teaching people to be visible, that means to be.
No, rage baiter. You got to rage bait all the time.
Like that, there are plenty of
look how much it gets you. Look where it gets you, though. Trump does it.
I just don't think we should.
Like it's. I don't think you should. But if you're trying to make money and try to get endorsements, trying to get deals, trying to be seen, this is how you do it.
Did he get any endorsements?
He's all over the freaking media right now.
On the internet, yes. But I'm asking you, does he have a shoe? Have you seen him? And the people
track athletes don't get shoes usually.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what he's asking for, and I just feel like, on one hand, we're like athletes are supposed to be whatever for the kids. Blah, blah, blah. I just feel like we're promoting the wrong thing. I feel like we're promoting the wrong thing.
That's lining his
like
pockets. I don't like it either. I'm not saying I like it, but I understand what he is doing.
I don't.
I understand what he's doing. But I hope FIBA basketball gets bigger to the point where, like, we do have in-season tournaments, because Adam Silver was talking about that. He said he would like to see more, because that in-season tournament this year was stupid to me. I just thought it was really dumb. It didn't give anybody anything. You win the tournament, then what? Like, I think it should have secured you a while, like a play-in spot or something like that. Like, it was just, let's paint the courts different colors, and nothing came from it. Like, that was a waste of my time to me. And they cheering like they won a championship, winning the in-season tournament. And then,
hey, relax on the Lakers. Focus on your Spurs. Focus on getting. That's something that y'all can't do right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we can. We got CP3. He gonna feed him. Watch, he gonna feed him. We're gonna be all right now.
His hamstrings can hold up. How many games do you think?
7 years old.
Anyway, right. Not 47.
Right.
We wasted a lot of time on that. I want to go to this topic that Janelle put up here, and she was asking, does social media destroy relationships? Is social media destroying relationships? Janelle, why did you want to pick that? What made you want to bring that up?
I feel like I see so many people, number one, and I know it's just on the internet. I see a lot of people on the internet who are very invested in celeb or like social media famous relationships. And if that relationship ends, people are like, oh my gosh, I don't have any hope for my future, blah, 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 blah. And I also feel like so many people feel that because of what they see on social media, there's like no purpose to even possibly pursue a relationship. And I just feel like there are really healthy, wonderful relationships out there. And that's not to say everybody has to be in a relationship. I don't believe that. But I just feel like a lot of people rely on social media and like make life choices because of social media. Yeah, relationship goals. Like, someone actually said that to me. I was like, y'all don't know nothing about me and Trevor. I could actually hate him, and y'all don't even know. I don't think you hate Trevor, though. I don't. I love that man.
Y'all seem very happy. But I get what you're saying. Though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, it's just very weird to me. Like Cardi B announced her divorce from Offset again.
With a baby in her stomach. With a baby in her stomach, though. With a baby really in your stomach, though.
She had to let him bust it.
That really frustrated me.
One more good time.
He announced her pregnancy and her divorce on the same day.
That's what we out here promoting.
And people are in the comments like, and I'm just, I don't know.
She doing everything not to put out that album, boy. Everything not to put out that album.
I mean, at this point, whatever. I don't care about nobody putting out no music.
I mean, Cardi B not really a rapper anyway. She's just
a troll.
She's an entertainer.
She's not a troll. I don't think she's
an entertainer.
Yeah, she's like that first album was good though.
It was very good. That was a good album. I played it out.
It was good. It was, and not just the singles. It was a good album.
Speaking of that though, not Trevor. Excuse me. Whoa, Anthony. Before you answer your question about relationships and whatnot, I do want to get your take, because I've heard some there's some clap back at Megan Thee Stallion, accusing her of cultural appropriation with her love of anime and using Japanese in her songs and a lot of influenced themes. Can we too be guilty of the cultural appropriation?
Man. Let me choose my words very carefully on here because I don't want to get canceled. But I mean, look, in my opinion, I feel like as long as you credit the creators, to my knowledge, what she does, then I think it's cool. Like we know she didn't invent anime or the shit she be doing. And it's way too many Japanese people with nappy ass afros and trying to rap and shit to talk about cultural appropriation and break dancing and shit. Like, come on.
I was about to get to that.
Come on, man. Like, come on.
You better say that.
Let me ask this question. Where? Because I've been. And I still don't know.
Go ahead. Let Janelle say what she got to say.
Go ahead, Janelle. I thought she had finished with her.
That actually really makes me sad. Because if you've been following Meg Thee Stallion for a while,
She
you will
shows
know
love.
that. Yeah, she shows mad love to a lot of, I feel, underrepresented groups of people, and she's always been into anime. Like there are videos of her like in high school, like just really into anime. And I don't think she's appropriating anything. I think she's giving that culture and that music a pedestal and a chance to unite with hip hop and rap and make good music. Like if you watch the videos, like she had actual Asian people in the music videos. It wasn't fake made up Asian people in like crazy makeup or anything. These were actual Asian people. She has the guy that does the song. Like I think this was like an ode to that culture. And also Black people can be Asian. Like I don't understand why y'all act like Black people aren't everywhere.
Okay, well then,
it's like
what
I
if
was
a
in the
white person
nail. My
says?
thing is, I was in the nail salon the other day, and this Asian man had the nastiest dreads because they're not locks. If he can walk around with his Rastafari and stuff, and the whole world accepts him, y'all can accept this song. Because I know his
I'm
hair
just
don't
saying,
do that.
on your
naturally.
comment that you just said that Black people can be Asian. I mean, then you can get those arguments that a white person can be Black, or they like
No,
that. Like so,
no.
I'm just saying it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Let me say this because Black
It's a
is
slippery slope.
let me Black is race, but Asian is nationality. Just like a Black person can be Latino. That's more about like culture and where you're from.
Well, then Naomi Osaka can say she says I'm Black and Japanese, so that's nationality. So
he is Black and Japanese.
But I mean, could a white person say it though? Because like if they're mixed, Black and white.
If they are literally, then yes. If the person
I'm just saying, but I feel like that phrase.
Japanese,
All I'm saying is I feel like that phrase wouldn't come off the same if a white person says
something. A person could say
because normally when white people do it, it is appropriation.
But speaking of that, I want to go to.
No, go ahead.
Thank you. A perfect example.
Speaking of that, I want to go to, because he brought it up. I meant to put it. It was in my notes. Where the hell in Lithuania can you buy a do-rag? And why the hell was she wearing it out there?
She was dancing though. She Nika, my Nika.
Yeah,
she can dance a little bit.
No, she can do.
But the jokes that came out after that, we are.
Look, so first of all,
yeah, she was just like she had some Save the Last Dance shit going on.
First of all,
who picked
break dancing started in the Bronx.
Literally,
people that do what are called b-boys and b-girl and b-boy, and like we get the culture. There's a lot of people who are now involved in the culture of break dancing, but we know where break dancing originated. So that's one. Two, I felt like there was a little bit of a mockery of the culture and making it an Olympic sport. It should not be an Olympic sport, in my opinion, at all, because it's a cultural expression.
Athleticism, though.
I'm saying so does cheerleading, but that's not in the Olympics.
There were no Black people.
That's what I was about to get to.
Cheerleading so could be kind of lit in the Olympics. I would watch that.
So this is what I'm saying. They took it
out of the 2028 because of the backlash.
Hold on, let me get to what I'm saying. Let me get to what I'm saying. Now, the Olympics started as an amateur thing. So why at any point did not any of these countries not have like tournaments, like break dancing actual tournaments, to decide who they were sending? Because that Australian girl got on the floor and did some side crunches and then tried to spin on her head and couldn't, and walked around on her head and got up like this.
I didn't watch it.
Really thinking she did, and there was people cheering for that. And then to me, it was a mockery of a form of cultural expression that I feel like this is what happens when we don't gatekeep stuff sometimes. Like, because now you got all these people thinking they know what something is, and they out here making a mockery of it. And I hated to see that. And there's other sports that should be in the Olympics other than that.
Well, they added some stuff, but you know what I would like to see?
3-on-3 basketball needs to go.
Why can't I see like a country line dancing competition? Like,
no, man.
Why don't they ever? What I'm saying is there's a reason why I'm saying this. Somehow it always leads back to our culture. Like there are plenty of other things that could be done, but somehow it always leads back to Black people. I'm like, y'all don't have nothing? How is break How is there
Country
not one drop of color in this breakdancing competition?
country line dancing. I mean, I
But I'm
feel
just
you.
saying, where you
me-
where
I
you
mean,
gonna
some
draw
of
the
them,
line
if you
at?
be on TikTok, some of them people be getting it. Okay.
And that's what I'm
They
saying. There
do-
should have
they
been
do-
tournaments
they
bringing
do
those
be
people
getting-
together.
You said what, Marcus?
There should have been tournaments bringing those people together. The people that are out here actually big names in the field of like breakdancing, competing for that spot. Because there's people all over the world that are great at it. And this is what y'all said. This girl had a fitted cap.
I really thought it was a joke at first.
And they actually had like uniforms, like from the countries out here. She did three. Did y'all see them crunches she did? She said
No, I
on the
didn't.
floor.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch
I
it.
honestly know what. I was getting my beard shaved off at the barber. And
I'm sorry.
you know how the army do, bro. It's all good. But
Sorry.
that's when I saw it. I was like, damn, I didn't know they had breakdancing. I was like, it ain't no black folk. Honestly, I used to that's how I know I'm getting older, because I'm like, where are the black people at for this?
Does that mean you're getting older, or are you just?
Yes,
That's crazy. That's crazy to
that's
not
what
have.
my dad and my uncle would say all the time.
Oh,
We should have
but
seen Chris
I was
Brown.
like, there's not one black person.
For
We should have
breakdancing.
sent Chris Brown. Send Chris Brown out there.
Chris
Let
Brown,
him take one little sniff.
Chris Brown is
You
an
get one
athlete.
little sniff in him, he'll win. Speaking of sniffing stuff, y'all see Marcus Jordan out there? Y'all see that man out there sniffing that
Who?
booger sugar? Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son, out there in France.
Isn't that the guy that's won Larsa Pippen?
Oh,
That's the
they're
guy.
not together no more.
No, I thought they got back together.
No, they're not. He was some crazy Barbie doll looking chick.
How you know she crazy, man? How you know she crazy?
I said look crazy. I didn't say she crazy. I'm saying she looks crazy. Like
That's
with the
mean.
super injective lips. And let me say, we almost done with the show. Let me say this. If you ain't got no lips, your facial structure can't support them. Stop
No, just know
blowing
your
them things
limit.
up.
No, because I actually met someone that had, to me, I would have never known they had Botox. And she told me, but people need to know their limit. That's the problem. They become addicted.
Mm-mm. You didn't deserve lips, so you were born without them. That's your burden to bear.
I
That's
hope you
the-
don't wake up ugly one day. Because you just...
Be mean.
No, but
All you need for your birthday, I'm gonna get you a cigarette to hang out the corner of your mouth like this. All you need is this and a porch, and you got everything else.
some lemonade.
all these lips be looking crazy, all these body modifications. Y'all just, if you want to look like us, just say that. Just say that. You go to tan to look like us. You go get sunburned to look like us. You go put that in your lips to look like us.
Oh, you sound like you're making a Not Like Us remix over here real quick. Can I just say this too? Also on the subject of hating, I kind of respect Draymond's hate game. For him to fly all the way to Paris just for that last
Oh,
game.
yeah. I hate Rudy
on Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert.
I
really like that.
great.
I really like that. That's
I
like,
really appreciate him for that as well. Because when I tell you I can't stand Rudy Gobert either,
why you don't like Rudy?
outside the fact that he gave the entire NBA COVID, outside the fact that he just does ridiculous things. Did you see him like sticking his tongue in and out during the national anthem? He just kept doing weird things with his mouth. He really makes me like physically ill.
Maybe I just don't be watching him close enough. Honestly.
No, I felt like Wemby should have got Defensive Player of the Year. I knew they weren't going to give it to a rookie, but his stats were very comparable to Rudy Gobert and better in some categories, and they still gave it to Rudy Gobert, and I was pissed about it.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think Wemby is far more valuable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
And San Antonio's not going to be able to keep him for long, so they better get something together because they're going to throw some money at that boy. But back to the conversation we were supposed to be.
He's loyal. I think Wemby is loyal though.
We'll see.
He gives
He
me
played
the
a hell of a
impression,
series.
he gives me the impression of like he wants to stay in San Antonio and build. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be like Tim Duncan. Like if Tim Duncan and KD had a child, I feel like it'd be Wemby.
Yeah, I can see that. But back to the conversation we're supposed to be having. Do I believe that social media has ruined a relationship?
Oh shit, I forgot all about that.
No,
Yeah,
I think I think what's ruining relationships is people's inability to separate social media from like what's real, and realizing that what you see in these pictures are the best moments of people's lives, not what happens behind closed doors. This is what they want you to see. Like this is the stuff they want you to see. And like being realistic with your partner. Like your partner doesn't make six figures, or your partner doesn't do it. So some of the stuff you see them out there doing on these mega yachts and doing all this, and he might not have that, but that doesn't make him or her any less of a person, or any less of their love any less, because they can't do some of those things for you. I think social media conditions people to think, oh, you need this big lavish proposal, or you need this big lavish wedding and all this stuff, where those people probably in debt, like like crazy after those things.
Ain't no probably.
So like, do you really want what you see, or do you want something that's real? And you just gotta ask yourself that question. Speaking of those weddings, there's a guy that's charging his guests $344 for this wedding, and I just want it to be known that if you do that, I won't be there. I won't be there. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are.
Go see Beyonce.
Amen.
Yeah.
And get a full show, and get a full long show.
Nobody asked you to get married.
It definitely gives you your money's worth.
I can't believe Taylor Swift tickets are $2,000, dog. I'm gonna be thinking about that for a minute. Man.
$2,000.
Like that is just.
What he say?
He said I look like Samuel Jackson and Black Snake Moan. That's crazy. Yeah. But
I used to think Samuel's name was Samuel, like spelled like
Samuel.
Oh, I got you. Like Samuel. But
like I put it in the chat.
I think another thing that's ruining a relationship is people share too much. People share way too much on social media. Like Tamar Braxton just up there sharing and crying and carrying on about that dude. Like, shut up. Get off social media. Like, up here crying and carrying on about that.
Shut up.
Like, just shut up.
No, but Tamar is not a fair example, because she's been like that. Like, that's nothing new. She's been like that.
Everybody.
She's been a
like, whether your relationship is going bad, like good stuff, yeah, share that. If it's bad stuff, don't share that. Because then you make yourself look stupid.
I feel like if you're going to share, I would prefer you share it all. If you're going to be on the internet, don't just give, because there are some people that only share the bad, and there's some people that only share the good. If you're going to share, either share it all or just don't share nothing.
And stop sharing about your baby mama or your baby daddy stuff. You laid down with that. We don't need to know all the ins and outs.
Well, sometimes I like.
That's what I don't need to know. Right now, Janelle. You like Janelle? Marcus is saying, "Shut the fuck up." Janelle's like, "Well, maybe no."
Well, the thing is that
a little bit.
Here's the thing. The sad thing is that, like, I enjoy it just for the entertainment. Like, I literally look at it as entertainment. I could care less about these people. They have no impact on my life. They don't pay my bills. Nothing. I'll probably never meet them. And if I do, nice to meet you and move on. But there are people that really like invest, and they'll like defend people, build pages for these people, like run to other pages to say it's really scary almost how much people invest their lives into these things. And I'm just like, but then I get so mad when I was gonna say when people be like,
you talking about mind
your business. I don't know if y'all follow Jackie Aina, however you say it. The ladies in the chat know who I'm talking about, but she's a very famous vlogger.
Jackie Hyena.
However you say her last name, they know who I'm talking about.
I'm about to look her up. How you say it?
Jackie. Just start saying Jackie and then AIN something. It'll come up. She's a beauty vlogger. She's been doing this for a very long time. So she started posting on TikTok, and she was showing her now husband, but he proposed to her and they were engaged for a very long time. And her community was like asking her, when are y'all going to get married? Like, this man is just living in your big mansion and he's like living off of you. And they're like really deep in her business because she's been putting her entire life on the internet. And she was like, it's none of y'all's business, and getting all mad.
I hate that. If you share something, it's now our business.
And they care about you enough to want to know, is he mooching off you? He's not. They're married and they're living happily. But I just feel like if it's none of their business, it should have been none of their business from jump.
But also, we got to stop doing that, man. It's none of your business when someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It's none of your business. When someone's going to get married. It really is none
Yeah,
of your business.
I see both sides. Yeah, it's really not.
I mean,
Now,
if
you've been putting it out
bringing
there,
me into it, then it is my business.
yeah.
Though.
Now, if you put
That's
it
what I'm
on
saying.
social
She
media,
really
and
put the
stuff,
narrative out there, and she was like showing him all the time, but it really looked like he was just like mooching off her, like just like he proposed and then that's it. And like she does all the work. She has this huge mansion. It's just like he was like her little pool water boy or something. But they are married. They got married a couple
but there
months ago.
are some women who just like to be with guys like that because they like to have a guy that needs them. So
Yeah,
they
that's
feel
right.
like there's women that
I
just
think
like
they
to
just
have
like
men
to
that
do
need
that
them.
time. I feel like they just like to do that as time. If you know,
Oh, he got all the time.
yeah,
He got all the time.
Yeah, he's like her employee now.
Damn, I couldn't
I mean,
imagine.
but I kind of understand because like she makes so much money. She makes millions of dollars now.
Yeah.
So, like, why?
I can't be my wife's employee. I wouldn't want her to be my employee. I can't.
My mom was my dad's employee, and they did really well.
That's good. That's good. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking for myself. I can't mix business with pleasure like that.
I feel you. I couldn't work with Trevor either.
I don't even answer emails in my bedroom. You know, I come to the office for that. You know.
Well, looks like we had another fun show tonight. I think we had a good time talking about everything but the topics that we had. But sometimes that happens. We have a good time. So we're gonna finish with our skincare tip. Summer's kind of coming to an end. It's almost we heading towards September.
Don't say that.
Let us have our last few.
Right, Trevor said that yesterday. He was like, "Did you notice the days are getting
going back
shorter?"
to school?
Shut up.
Them kids going back to school soon. It's almost over.
Zaire starts school. He starts pre-K. I'm so excited.
Oh,
he still didn't give us.
My mother was kind enough to get everything on the list.
So you don't want more? You don't want to be abundantly blessed?
He got it.
Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
I really don't want more. I don't.
Because honestly, when you got endless notebooks, you just end up throwing that shit away.
And we also got like the teachers asked for like if you get this for the whole class. I did all that.
Thank you, Janelle.
Don't choose my nails. Don't take my gifts. That's fine. But what's our skincare tip? What we got?
Ladies, just because the foundation has sunscreen in it doesn't mean you don't apply sunscreen. Just because the foundation says SPF whatever does not mean you don't apply sunscreen before the foundation. That's why y'all have them little bumps on your face under the foundation.
Oh,
that's not shade. That's real. A lot of people don't realize like
what's the little bump?
Sunscreen protects you from everything.
Okay. Is it sizzling? Like it be sizzling on your face?
Happy birthday. What did you say?
Like what's the bumps? Like where the is it?
I know the bumps. I know them little.
So like have you ever seen people with? Some people just have adult acne, which I understand, but there's a lot of times you see people with makeup who have like bumps under their foundation.
Oh, okay.
It's because they're not applying sunscreen before the foundation.
Anthony, what you got going on? I know you got a lot going on. Tell us, give us some advice or tell us what you got going on.
Dog, I don't got no advice. People be like, tell me how you do something. Be like, I don't know if you want to know how I do it, dog. For real. But
yeah, nowadays it's like you got it.
Well, I was talking to this very smart dude today, and he was talking about the issue with tutors is they have, what did he say? He was like, they have subconscious expertise. Like they know how to do shit, but they don't know exactly how to tell people how to do it all the time, because it's like, like when you're a real expert, you know all the steps and you know the pitfalls, and like, oh, you're not pressing your first valve down. That's why you fucking that F up. But it's like when you have the subconscious expertise, you don't know. But it just made me think about that. But anyway, what I got going on, I'm about to go back to AIT, dog. I'm kind of
Can you say what that means? What is AIT?
AIT is Advanced Individual Training. It's the place that you go after basic training. So when you change jobs in the Army, you got to go back to school so you can learn how to do that job. But I changed from like communications to the band. So I'm going to AIT for music. So I'm going to just be chilling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I just get to just take 2 months to just low key, just fucking practice, just get paid to practice a little bit. So
period.
I think it's going to be a nice little unplug. You know,
Love that for you.
Call it time chamber a little bit.
Okay, well, I like that. I love that. Well, hopefully I'll be home next week and I'll be back in my regular time zone, so I don't have to be up here all late or early now.
What
I'll
time
be
is
on vacation.
It's 3:35 a.m. Here. So yeah, it's very
Good night.
But no, I'm walking out of here in a few minutes and I'm saying goodbye to this hotel room I've been in entirely too long. Hotels be nice until you miss your bed. Like people don't understand that. You be missing your bed, my snacks, you know, that kind of stuff. Miss my dog,
space.
like that kind of stuff. You just miss your space.
I miss my dog immediately. I miss my dog. Like as soon as I leave, I'll be like, damn, bro, I miss Kobe, man.
Coworkers.
Who watches your dog when you go?
Coworkers. Yeah.
I was asking you, Anthony. I assume that.
Oh shit, my bad. Marcus, I ain't had a dog, bro. I don't never see your dog like that.
He's quiet. He's stealthy. He's stealthy.
He be on what?
He's definitely been on camera before when we have our pre.
Yeah, he'll show up. He'll hear y'all talking. He's a German Shepherd lab mix. He'll walk over and hear y'all talking and be trying to see what's going on, and he walk away.
What's his name?
Regal.
Was it?
His name is Regal.
Regal, like the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got that jet black coat.
Jet black. Yep, super jet black.
Okay.
But he looks big and bad, but he's a scaredy cat. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, he does not fit the stereotype. But with that being said, before we end the show, I got a tip of advice. Ladies.
I knew it.
You look good. You see that man and he's going for it. He's about to meet you halfway with his face. You about to meet him halfway with your face. I'm gonna need you to do one last thing. Dab that upper lip. Y'all be accumulating some sweaticles up there on that upper lip. And I'm gonna need you to wipe that.
Oh, I remember Theo. You're
Just
stupid.
Y'all be sweating on that upper lip area. And y'all be having that little divot and it pools in that area. And I don't want your sweat on my lip. So make sure you take a little swag rag and pat that down.
But I honestly don't know if I mind that. I don't know if I.
Oh, you like swapping sweat, Anthony? You like to swap sweat?
Man, I'm not gonna say I like to swap sweat. I'm just saying that I got sweaty priorities. I got some other priorities during that time, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm not saying you made it to that time. I'm talking about this is just a kiss.
A little bit of sweat is the least of your worries.
Before we get off, y'all like sweaty intimacy?
No. Like if you end up getting sweaty, sure, but like not.
To me, yes. It's like I don't go to the gym already musty.
Amen. Some people, oh my
God. I put cologne on before I go to the gym because I want y'all to know, like, look, if you smell it, it's not me. But but like if you get sweaty while you at the gym, then I mean, man,
you've had a great workout.
Yeah.
There you go. With that being said, love y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week. Enjoy this last bit of summer before we send them kids back to school.
Why are you such a negative Nancy?
It's not negative. You get the house back to yourself. Kids be at school. I think it's a great thing for parents. It's a great thing.
Back to school gives me stress. I don't know. Like I know I'm not teaching no more, but when I see that shit, I still just be like,
I've really been excited about it. So
say I
because I have one kid.
I think Zaire is going to really enjoy it. I'm sure he's going to make so many friends.
I think so too.
Yes, he can make so many friends. And he's such a nice kid. So I know he's going to have a good time. But with that being said,
Zaire is a very cool young man. I definitely fuck with him for sure.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, for all these other kids, make sure y'all pray for these kids, pray for these educators, pray for these school systems that are
and be nice to educators.
If you want to do something for teachers, teach your kids how to act, man.
Come on now.
That's really what they need. Teach your kids to listen to adults.
Teach them personal
reasonable directions. Yeah.
Do all those things this week. Yes. And make sure y'all be this week. Y'all got 2 weeks. This week. Y'all gotta do it. Also, make sure you're following Janelle's page for all your skincare routines and tips, and make sure y'all actually vote on her nail things, even though she's not gonna do what you say. We at least let our voices be
my
heard.
next nail day is at the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm pretty sure I already have my set, but we'll see.
With that being said, we love you guys. See y'all next week. Peace.